Logan. Logan.
Ridge.
It's morning.
We made it?
Yeah. Yeah, we made it.
Ow.
You all right?
Yeah, I think so.
How's your arm here? Hold on, let me get something for you.
It's really not very deep. So how are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little bruised.
Look at this place. My God, I thought the waves were gonna crash through that hole last night.
Yeah, so did I. Somehow we made it through, didn't we?
Yeah, but did we? Did we make it through the storm, Rich?
I don't know, Logan. Look, I'm gonna go up on top deck and find out where we are. You stay here.
Are you all right?
Yeah, we're fine.
Is it over, Moustafa? Have we made it through the hurricane?
Your Excellency,
What is it, Gazette?
we are finished.
So it is ready for use?
Yes, sire.
Good. Ah, Ahmed.
If you'd like to inspect it yourself.
No, that won't be necessary. I know you will not disappoint me. You and your crew will be handsomely rewarded. Thank you, Gazette.
Thank you, sire.
Are you having some construction done, Excellency?
No, just some small alterations. What can I do for you, Ahmed?
It is Taylor. I am concerned about her.
Is she not well?
She is desperate to leave the palace, sire. You gave her your word. She is ready. May I ask why she has not been released? What is the reason for this delay?
The sun has only just risen and you have been pacing the floor for hours. You must relax.
I can't. This could be the day that I'm going home. Tonight I could be in Los Angeles.
Prince Omar has not yet given his consent.
He has to. He just has to.
I'm sure he will. But it does no good to excite yourself like this.
I cannot tell you how much I've missed my friends and my family, my husband. I can't wait to see them. I'm going home, Yasemin, home.
It may not be as you remember it. Your husband has been with this other woman for many months.
I know. It kills me to think of them together on their honeymoon, knowing that last night they shared a bed together in some luxurious resort while I lie here just praying to be released. I'm sure that Brooke is in heaven, but as soon as I get out of here, she's in for a rude awakening. A very rude awakening.
This Brooke, what is she like? Have you known her for a very long time?
You want to take Jessica to the grand jury this morning?
Yes. Well, all right, I'll tell her that you're here.
Mrs. Forrester, I feel obligated to ask you one last time. Are you certain you want Dylan Shore prosecuted for statutory rape?
You know that I have vacillated back and forth on this. I have not wanted to destroy that young man's life. But after what happened yesterday, there's no doubt in my mind. I caught them in her bedroom. He'd come in through the bedroom window. Can you imagine? I mean, she's an innocent girl, and he has taken advantage of her. I want him out of her life. And he just refuses to stay away.
If the grand jury gives us an injunction, he'll have to stay away.
Well, that's exactly why I want to go. I think this is the only way that can be handled. I'll tell her that you're here.
Miss Emerson, what are you doing here?
Yes, Mrs. Forrester. We have passed through the worst of the storm.
Thank God.
The weather will continue to improve as we approach the coast.
What coast?
The coast of Africa, Mr. Forrester. We are now only a few hours away from Casablanca. And I have radioed the port for assistance.
Do you still have that steering problem?
Yes, a boat will tow us through the harbor.
Is there any other damage to the yacht?
We were fortunate. Just a broken windshield on the bridge.
When will we return to Gran Canaria?
I cannot say. I do not know how long we'll be forced to stay in Casablanca.
I have known Brooke Logan for as long as I've known my husband.
She's a friend?
Not to me.
She's your enemy?
You could say that.
Surely your husband would not have married your enemy.
Ridge has been close to her for the last 7 years. They were engaged a long time ago before I met him.
Why did they not marry?
That's really too complicated to explain, but she never got over it. And since then, she's wanted only one thing, to become Mrs. Ridge Forrester.
Even when he was married to you?
She was obsessed. Nothing mattered to her, not my feelings, not Ridge's feelings, nothing.
She sounds like a very devious person.
She is. She tried everything to lure my husband away from me, and nothing worked. Until now.
How you must hate her.
No, actually, I feel sorry for her. She spent the last 7 years of her life chasing a man who didn't want her, and now she believes she's got him. But it's a mistake. A mistake I am going to correct very soon.
You need not worry about Taylor.
You will release her?
If that is her wish.
Today?
I hope to conclude this ordeal by this evening.
You must tell her. She is waiting in her room.
I'm expecting an important phone call, Ahmed. I will speak with her after I have received it.
But, Excellency...
Enough now. I will go to Taylor when all the arrangements have been made. Now, I wish to be left alone. Please leave me.
Miss Emerson is here to take you to the courthouse.
Courthouse? Why?
The grand jury is ready to hear your testimony.
The grand jury? Wait a minute. After we talked the other day, I thought that you decided to drop the charges.
No. After what transpired yesterday, that is not going to happen.
Wait a minute. She can't just drag me to a trial like this.
It's not a trial.
You have to go with her. You really have no choice.
No, no way. Forget it. I'm not going anywhere.
What do you mean we're gonna be forced to stay in Casablanca?
The autopilot must be repaired before we can continue this cruise.
How long is that gonna take?
Several days, perhaps even a week.
A week?
Mr. Forrester, many boats were damaged in this hurricane. The parts are in demand and labor is scarce.
Ridge, I really wouldn't mind spending a couple days in Casablanca.
It's not like we have much choice, is it?
I am very sorry about this inconvenience. Now, do you wish Iman to help you pack your things?
No.
Very well. Then, do you excuse me?
All right, what's wrong?
Logan, that guy could have got us killed.
Ridge, it wasn't Moustafa's fault that we ran into a hurricane.
He had to have known it was coming, though. We should have stayed in port.
Look, we're safe. That's all that matters now.
Logan, I'm sorry. This is not how I wanted to spend the last few days of our honeymoon.
Oh, I don't know. Two lovers stranded in Casablanca. Doesn't sound too bad to me. You're the one who said that you didn't want this to stop. Well, here we are. We have a few extra days in Morocco, a very romantic country.
Did you and Moustafa plan this?
What? What do you mean?
I seem to remember how excited you were when he mentioned the first possibility of going to Morocco.
Well, yes, I was.
All right, all right. As long as we're here, we might as well make the best of it.
Good. What are you doing?
Looking for the phone. Call him on and have her book us in the most luxurious hotel in the city.
Ridge, wait a minute.
How can you feel sorry for Brooke? She stole your husband.
She won't be able to keep him.
How can you be so certain?
Because Brooke is like your prince in a lot of ways.
How?
Omar thought if he kept me here, he could force me to love him. Even though he knew that I had a husband and a family in Los Angeles, he was deluding himself. Even now, he still thinks I'll change my mind about staying.
Because he loves you.
And that's the way Brooke loves Ridge. She's always loved him. She couldn't believe that he didn't share her same feelings. And like Omar, she kept wishing that one day Ridge would love her the way she loves him.
Her wish did come true, did it not?
Not exactly. I'm sure these last few months have been the happiest of Brooke's life. But it wasn't real.
Ridge does not love her?
Not the way he loves me. He just needed someone to comfort him and get him through his mourning, and Brooke was there and he grew close to her. But he never, ever would have married her had he even suspected I was alive.
And when you return, what will happen?
He will leave her, Yasemin. Ridge will leave Brooke.
Jesse, the best thing for you to do is to go with Miss Emerson.
No, I'm not.
1 minute, Jessica. I can have the judge issue a subpoena ordering you to appear before the grand jury. But I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that.
Isn't this really what you want? Doesn't this give you the opportunity to tell your side?
I want to help Dylan.
Well, this is your chance, isn't it? And that's what Miss Emerson is saying.
No, I can't. I can't go in front of all those people and talk about my private life like that. Do you realize how embarrassing that is for me? And for Dylan. His whole future is being decided by a bunch of strangers. I just don't think that's fair.
The people on a grand jury don't care what you want or what I want, Jesse. All they want is to listen to the facts in an unbiased manner.
Is that true, Miss Emerson?
Yes. In a grand jury hearing, there are no judges. Just 15 ordinary citizens who decide if there's a reason to go to trial. Listen, I know you're nervous. But if you can convince the jury that what Dylan did to you was not statutory rape, the charges against him will be dropped.
I'm just not ready. I don't know what to say.
Just tell the truth.
Oh, yeah, like they're gonna believe me.
Well, they certainly will listen to you.
Why should they? You don't. Miss Emerson doesn't. Look, I want to help Dylan. You know I do desperately, but just not like this.
Jessica, it's the only way.
You want me to mess up, don't you, Aunt Stephanie?
No, I don't.
You think I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna say something to get Dylan in trouble. Well, I won't. I'm gonna tell that jury exactly what happened, and it wasn't rape. We made love. And you'll see, Aunt Stephanie, they're gonna understand and they're gonna believe me. And then there's nothing you can do to Dylan because he'll be free and so will I. Come on, let's go.
Just like that? Ridge would leave his wife?
I am his wife, Yasemin.
But he does care for Brooke.
Yes. He would never deliberately hurt her, but when he finds out I'm alive, things will be very different. There are no words to even describe how thrilled he's going to be.
And Brooke, what will happen to her?
She'll be heartbroken. She'll feel like a fool.
A fool? Why?
Brooke is going to realize that she's been lying to herself. When she married Ridge, she wanted to believe that she was replacing me in his heart, but she should have known that that could never happen.
Your confidence is remarkable.
It's because I know my husband loves me, Yasemin.
I would be frightened to return home after all these months. I would not know what to expect.
Oh, I know exactly what to expect. It's all I've been able to think about. Rushing into Ridge's arms and kissing him. I've missed him so much, and now I'm going home. It's going to be real. I'm going home, Yasemin. And nothing is ever going to separate us again. Nothing.
What is it?
We don't have to stay in a hotel.
Can't stay in the yacht.
Well, there is another option.
Logan, no.
Come on, Ridge.
You want to stay at the Royal Palace?
We were invited.
We declined the invitation.
Yeah, but Prince Omar said the next time we're in Morocco, we should give him a call. We're only a couple of hours away.
Look, we could be here a week. I'm sure the prince didn't intend for us to stay that long.
Okay, we'll stay one night and then we'll go.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because I'm exhausted and I just want to recuperate.
Well, what better place to recuperate than a palace, huh?
You're not going to be happy with the local honeymoon suite, are you?
No.
Why do I get the feeling you're going to be complaining about this on our 25th wedding anniversary?
Because I will be.
All right. All right, you win.
Oh, thank you.
Now we got to find that invitation with a telephone number on it. In fact, you find it.
Okay, it's in my purse.
Why haven't they called? Why? Hello?
Prince Omar.
Yes.
Ridge Forrester calling.
Ridge Forrester. How lovely to hear from you.